then I just hear because a lot of sticks and stuff in the water. So the crocodile was actually coming towards me.
Hello and welcome to Stargazing, the show that brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music, Jamaican popular culture, and people who've impacted society in a significant way. I'm Shaun Cain. We invite you to subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel. Like and share the videos and leave a comment. We welcome our radio listeners in the UK on Rex Radio and in the USA on Motif Radio and Viscosity Blend. In this edition of the show, we'll speak with entrepreneur, track and field athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. Let's take a look. Bobsled is one of the most unexpected sports to have driven its way into the hearts and consciousness of the Jamaican people. The biggest peculiarity of the sport is that it needs an abundance of ice to take participants to the top of any competition. But Jamaica's tropical disposition has not melted the ambitions of St. Thomas native Nimroy Turgott, who is determined to win impressively on an international scale. When Turgot left eastern Jamaica and headed for Kingston, bobsled was not even on his mind. He was a budding track and field athlete who was destined to match strides with Olympians like Nesta Carter, among others. He trained at the celebrated MVP track club with big names such as Asafa Powell, Elaine Thompson, Melanie Walker, Shelly-Ann Fraser, and others. His goal was always to improve his speed and record some world-leading times. After running at the national trials in 2017, he caught the attention of the country's Bobsled Federation. A member of the administrative body approached him and inquired whether he would be interested in getting involved with bobsled. Turgot told the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show that he went and did his own investigations about the merits of switching to the winter sport. He said, although it took a while for him to make up his mind, track and field eventually lost out. Turgot began training shortly afterwards and has since settled into his role as a pusher. He has been representing his country internationally. His team's performance at the Winter Olympics in the Chinese capital Beijing in 2022 was below what the members had anticipated. The St. Thomas native attributed the outcome to the paucity of equipment and appropriate training facilities in Jamaica. As the Jamaica Bobsled team readies itself for the World Championships in Europe in February 2024, Turgot is appealing to the public to contribute to the Federation's funding requirements. He points out that the team members are highly motivated to train and participate in the championships, but notes that money is a hugely limiting factor. He hopes that with the right level of support, the team will perform more impressively. When Turgot is not preparing for tournaments, he is honing his entrepreneurial skills. He is adept at baking and has been selling his own brand of banana bread for some time. Marketed under his Kong's Banana Bread label, Turgot supplies the delicious product to a small but loyal customer base throughout the Kingston metropolitan area. His dream is to expand his output and commence distribution through supermarkets, community shops, delicatessen, and other convenient outlets.
Hi guys, I'm Megan Simmons, 2016 100-meter hurdles national champion. I'm just here to tell you guys that this banana bread is everything.
Welcome back. Nimroy, wagwan, sir.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to have me on this wonderful show, and I am looking forward to your amazing questions and the opportunity for you guys to know me more.
I'm looking forward to some wonderful answers as well, man. And as you mentioned about the wonderful answers, I just thought to myself that you've had one of the biggest privileges of, anyone we can think of, because you've represented your country internationally as a member of Jamaica's bobsled team. How did that make you feel?
The feeling is amazing. Like, it's a feeling that is really hard to explain. A feeling that I know I am not going to ever forget. But it was a very proud moment to go out there to represent my country, the people, and the culture.
So even though you didn't win, did that bother you?
Yes, yes, it did. It did bother me because I knew that we could have done much better, but because of equipment and stuff like that, we didn't have like a proper equipment to compete at the top level. But in terms of athletes and having good athletes, Jamaica is up there in terms of athletes. But when it come on to like equipment and funding and stuff like that, that's the part where we got a bit let down.
But was it always the dream, though, to be a bobsled team member or to represent your country or just to be involved in that kind of sport? Is that what you always dreamed of every day and night? You just couldn't wait to jump into one of them sled? Is that it?
No, honestly, no. No. My dream was always to be a professional athlete and represent Jamaica at an Olympic game, but not in bobsleigh, in track and field, because I grew up doing track and field all my life before switching to bobsleigh in 2017.
So what possessed you then to jump away, leave the track and say, you know what, I don't want to run anymore. I just want to push this thing down the track and jump in and heal up on my bridging them and, just have some fun. What pulled you away from track and field and towards bobsled?
So in 2017, I ran at the national trials. The president of the Bobsleigh Federation saw and asked if I would be interested in bobsleigh. I had a track and field teammate who went to bobsleigh the year before from 2016. Her name is Carrie Russell. So I asked her what it's like and stuff, and at the moment when they asked, I wasn't really interested. But when I think about it, it was an opportunity to represent Jamaica, and I could not turn down an opportunity to represent my country.
But then when you realized that there was a toss-up between track and field and bobsled, did you not think that, well, what am I going to do now? What happened to be track and field? If I take on this thing, track and field is going to be dead. And that's what I like.
Well, at first, I was saying that I was going to do bobsleigh, then move back to track and field. But then when I realized bobsleigh is basically the background season of track and field, and while doing bobsleigh, I am not going to get like enough background training to actually compete at a high level, high standard that is required to make a national team. So then I had to make a decision. But the more I went down in the sled and slide and stuff like that, the more I fell in love with bobsleigh.
It seems like fun though, because it's like, you just jump on the thing and you push it down the track, and when it starts speeding, you jump in and it's like, yo, come in at this. And it just seems like fun. I mean, is it like that? Because when I'm watching it, that's what I see. But I don't know about you sitting in the sled, what it feels like.
The sports is fun, and if you like speed, then bobsleigh is your sports. But however, bobsleigh is more technical than just jumping the sled and hail up your friends, and it's much more technical than that. For me as a push athlete, I have to push the sled as fast as possible. When I get inside the sled, I have to stay relaxed and calm as possible. Um, and then I only pull on the brakes only when the sled crosses the finishing line.
But then, I mean, you have a driver, you have a pusher, and you have some more people in it. I mean, what do those people do? Let's take me to the driver. What does the driver do? Because, I mean, there's no way there to drive. You just sit in it, gravity pull you down the track, and then you hopefully pulls you fast enough and you come out, you win. You get the fastest time. I mean,
No,
what happens in
no. That's not how it goes.
there?
So for the drivers, um, when they get into the bobsleigh, it's a the steering mechanism is a pulley system. So you pull left, you pull right, the sled go right, you pull left, the sled go left. So the driver have to navigate the sled around the curves and stuff like that. And it's not just like pull hard around the corner there, pull hard around the corner there. You have to know how much pressure to pull with because some corner is bigger than some corner is higher than some, stuff like that. So you have to actually practice on tracks, practice to come down to the right, um how many pressures you apply when you're trying to steer the sled.
What you mentioned about steering and pulling to the left and to the right, it's a narrow little channel, that track. Where is the room to pull this and pull that and steer and all that? I mean, probably I'm seeing something different when I'm watching, but I just don't see any room for you to be
Well,
pulling to the left out to the right and steering and directing and keeping this in the center. I mean, I don't get it. Go on, tell you. Oh, where is that? How big is that
well,
track? Hmm.
the track itself is a big track. Trust me, it's a big track where probably when you're doing track walk, 10 person at a time can be in one group, and you're doing track walk though. So it's a big and it's wide enough. Probably can fit two sleds. It's wide enough, so you have a lot of room to when you pull left, then the sled will go left. Pull right, the sled will go right.
Sounds interesting. Well, you are in tune with the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show, and we're speaking with entrepreneur, athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stargazing with Shaun Cain brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music and people that have impacted society in a very significant way. We invite you to subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel, like and share our videos, and leave a comment as we bring you fresh content every week. The Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show will inspire, educate, and bring out the best in you. Stargazing with Shaun Cain, up close and personal.
Yeah, to the world, this is Talmagilla, you know. Bigging up Shaun Cain, the man who promote music and the culture of Jamaica like a hurricane that storm the world. Yeah. So Talmagilla is saying that's the thing. Big up Shaun Cain and the Stargazing. Saying
2x10 man, move real fast, yeah? This is the boy Master Record, the girls them checker. You're watching the Stargazing Show with Shaun Cain. Up and personal. Brrr! 2x10 man, move real fast.
Welcome back. You are in tune with the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show, and we're speaking with entrepreneur, athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. Now, Nimroy, you have traveled far and wide with the bobsled team. I mean, not to mention your speed going down the track, all of that, that's fine. You've been to places like the United States, China, and other places to compete in different tournaments. But the journey for you really as a sports person started in St. Thomas in Eastern Jamaica. Tell me a little bit about growing up in St. Thomas. What was life like for you?
Life growing up in St. Thomas was fun because I grew up with a lot of cousins live close by, so we used to go and pick mangoes and stuff like that. A lot of fruit trees in St. Thomas. The sea is close by, so sometimes we went fishing and all of that. So and my love for sports began at an early stage in life from primary school, and I used to go and pick mangoes and stuff like that. A lot of fruit trees in St. Thomas. The sea is close by, so sometimes we went fishing and all of that. So and my love for sports began at a early stage in life from primary school, and I used to go and pick mangoes and stuff like that. A lot of fruit trees in St. Thomas. The sea is close by, so sometimes we went fishing and all of that. So I attend Lyceum Primary in St. Thomas. So from then, I knew I wanted to be involved in sports. I was a cricket lover before a track and field lover. So at first, I was all about cricket, and then like running down the ball and stuff. In primary school, they saw and said, "Wow, he's fast." And then they take me on the track team, and from there, it's always been track and field
Well,
until 20.
well, that's what I was thinking initially, that most people growing up in Jamaica, most young people, young boys and so forth, would be drawn to football and cricket and all of that. But I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But a thought came to me when you were saying that you went fishing and swimming and all of that. I mean, you got lots of crocodiles in St. Thomas. I mean, have you ever said hello to any of those while you're out there swimming?
Yeah. Honestly, few times.
No, man, tell me what happened. You are in the same water as a crocodile.
Yeah, a few
Come
times.
on. Well, you're still here. So, oh God.
So I remember one May, because May is crab season in
Yes,
Jamaica.
yes.
And me and some of my friends, we went to crab bush, and I was
Was that
taking
at
out
night or in the daytime?
no, this was the first time was in the day.
Right.
So we were taking out crabs out of the holes and stuff. And then I saw a nice big female crab in a tree root, like right by the water. And I was there trying to take him out of the tree root. It was a bit difficult, so I was there trying to fight him out. Then I just hear because a lot of sticks and stuff in the water. So the crocodile was actually coming towards me, and because of the sticks and stuff I heard, and I move in time, and the crocodile came exactly where I was, and then we found out that he just have little crocodiles, so he was protecting them. He thought I was a threat.
So were you in the water at that time or you were on land?
No, I was like, my foot and stuff was in the water because the tree is like right at the edge of the water.
Right.
So I stand in the water.
Well, you said that was once. That was one time. Let's see, like it happened again.
And then night, in Jamaica we mostly catch crab in the night time because that's when most of the crabs come out, and we use our flashlight or
Are you bucket torch?
Yeah, our bucket torch. So me and my cousin, we went crab bush, and that night crab was pouring like crab.
Plentiful.
Oh my God. I full a bag of crab and I take it home. And then that's when I went home, I called some more of my friends, say, yo, enough crab there at crab bush, because a lot of rainfall and the pond overflow. So the water was like at knee, like just below the knee, but it was clear, and you just take your time and walk in that water, you see crab, you pick them up out the water, pick them up. So I went back and called a few friends. I went there and we were catching crab, because they shine the light in the water. I say, yo, what's that? But we look properly. It was an alligator in the water with
How close to you was it?
probably like 7 to 10 meters away.
And
yeah,
what happened?
And like with a rush come out the water, and the next day we went back and catch a crocodile. the Nepa guy came for him.
So that was the last of it. I mean, you being close shaves with crocodiles. You haven't been back.
No, that's the last of it. I went to university after that. So
well, what can I say? Well, you said that, your friends and your cousins, they seem quite sharp because they spotted all these different things. And I would imagine those are some of the same friends that you played cricket and football and all them kind of sport with. Because as I
Yeah,
was saying before we talked about the crocodile, is that most young people that I know in Jamaica, they would be drawn to cricket, football, and all of that. And pushing it, maybe netball, volleyball, and other sports like those would probably get in. But bobsled is bound to be an anomaly. That's bound to be a different sort of thing. Now, after you started doing bobsledding, what made you decide to stay with it?
just learning the culture of Jamaica bobsleigh and um understanding the sports more and just the competitiveness of my teammates that I first got introduced to and the the goals that they set that we wanted to achieve in the first year. We didn't achieve that because we missed the Olympic by one single spot. So that was a big reason I said I have to stay because next Olympics we have to qualify, and that's what we did.
How easy was it to blend in with the rest of the team to kind of find that kind of, as we like to say, the calming and performing mode? Because you know you're going to storm first. You didn't like him, didn't like her, they didn't like you, and you have some little, probably not big arguments, but disagreements about how they did that and that. Then you started norming, like, well, all right, I understand you know, you understand me, you leave me alone, I leave you alone, and then you start performing. How easy was it to gel in with the guys?
Well, for me, it was very easy. Trust me, very, very easy because the personality that I have a personality where most person would like my personality. I am a team player. I look out for teammates and try to follow exact details that the instruction of the coach and stuff like that. So for me, it was easy to gel with. Plus, I trained before bobsleigh. I trained in a big group at the MVP track club where you have the likes of Shelly-Ann Fraser, Asafa Powell, Elaine Thompson, and all those elite athletes. So I knew how to apply myself um, in surrounding of professionals and stuff like that.
You mentioned the MVP track club and training and all of that. But then you also trained for the bobsled in Jamaica. Now, considering that Jamaica is a tropical country and the most ice that you probably will ever see there is at Kingston ice, right? Now, I'm just thinking, how did you think preparing for to be competitive at the highest level in winter sport was going to work in that kind of climate?
At first, when I decided I want to do bobsleigh, so Steve Francis um start training me now for bobsleigh different from track and field. So when when the other guys were doing like sled pulls, I would do sled push. I would be pushing the prowler instead of pulling it. And stuff like so. So it's the training for me it's similar to track and field. However, I don't run a lot of like 300 meters again like before. So now it's like 150, 80 meters, a lot of shorter sprints to get faster, and a lot of plyometrics to stay explosive. Yeah, and a lot of gym work because in bobsleigh you have to be strong.
Well, you know, that sounds quite interesting to me that, you know, you're doing all of this and you still feel, so do you still feel that, well, I have a chance, you have a chance of winning something or finishing somewhere prominent in these competitions?
Yes, I do think and with the belief and the talent talented athlete that we have on our team now, I know if we stay focused and work extremely hard together as a team, we can achieve because when it comes to athletes, Jamaica have some of the best athletes. But in bobsleigh, our problem is equipment because we don't have proper equipment because in in the Olympics for say we were using a 20 27 07 sled, 2007 sled, and the Germans who won, they were using like a 2021 sled, 2022 sled.
The latest technology. It had more
Yeah,
ability. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the latest technology. So we are further way back when it come on to technology and stuff like that, equipments. And I would like to say also a big shout out to Canada for lending us a 4-man sled, because we don't own a 4-man sled for ourselves. And you know, if you are borrowing something you don't have, as they said, beggars don't have a choice. Yeah. So, and the sled that we got was it was alright. It was looks of it is decent, but it wasn't up to the racing standard that we know that can compete for a medal. But going forward, I hope that we can improve in technology and improve in equipment. And once we do, I know we're gonna do big things in bobsleigh.
So how do you plan to do that? I mean, just like as a team, and are you going to have like promotional campaigns or GoFundMe, or how will you raise that kind of funding to pay for
Yes,
like a state of the art, the latest sled?
yes. So yeah, we're in discussion now to do some fundraising and stuff, because Jamaica Bobsled Federation is not a government funded um federation. We are self funded and stuff like that, so we rely on donations and stuff. Um, we have a GoFundMe page. Um, it's on the JBSF Fed Instagram page and stuff like that. We have merch and stuff that we sell to increase fund, but we're in discussion now in planning to um do some fundraising stuff and see if we can accumulate up some money where we can get proper helmets and stuff.
That's good. Now, the film, cool. Yeah.
I have a proper helmet though.
Right.
Yeah,
So you don't need no more money then. You're all right now. Well, that's good. But did the film Cool Runnings have any influence on your decision to become a bobsled team member and enter the Olympics?
No, it wasn't. It didn't have any influence on me being wanted to be a part of the bobsleigh team. My influence came, I would say, just wanted to represent Jamaica, just the love for my country. Then when I get introduced to bobsleigh now, that's when the movie started to inspire me when I watch it over back, and I would travel around the world, and the love that persons pour out on us, and how famous the movie make we as member of the Jamaica bobsleigh team is, because like I don't think Jamaica itself know what they got, know what they have in terms of the bobsleigh team. Because when I go overseas or anything, even if somebody don't know that I am a member of the bobsleigh team, the first question they ask, you know Bob Marley? Or you know Usain Bolt? Oh, yeah, you watch Cool Runnings? Like those are the three main topics persons always come up with. Either the bobsleigh, Usain Bolt, or the great Bob Marley. So I think we as a nation should take advantage of the popularity that the Jamaica bobsleigh team have, and just say, you know what, we're going to invest in bobsleigh and see where it can go.
And you've got lots of international businesses in Jamaica. They are Jamaican businesses that operate on a global scale. That if they got involved, then their branding would be seen around the world. Because let's say they stick their branding on your sled or your shirts, then people would see that, and it could pique some interest. People might want to find out, well, which organization is that? What do they sell? Let me find out a little bit more about them. So I think there is some mileage, something to gain from this if corporate Jamaica decided to get on board, especially for those international Jamaican brands.
Most definitely. But the problem is because bobsleigh in Jamaica, it's not popular like a football or a cricket or track and field. So it's like to the back. It's harder to get like sponsorship and stuff like that for bobsleigh. But the love that we get, like the amount of message I got when the news was broke that we qualify for the Olympics, like random people from all over the world. At one point, I feel like we were getting even support from Mars.
So what were some of the things that they said to you when they were sending all these messages?
We're like, say for instance, I am from New Zealand, but I would be cheering for the Jamaica Bobsled team, and a lot of those messages, persons from all over the world.
You're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show, and we're speaking with entrepreneur, athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stargazing with Shaun Cain brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music and people that have impacted society in a very significant way. We invite you to subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel, like and share our videos, and leave a comment as we bring you fresh content every week. The Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show will inspire, educate, and bring out the best in you. Stargazing with Shaun Cain, up close and personal.
Yeah, to the world, this is Talmudilla, bigging up Shaun Cain, the man who promote music and the culture of Jamaica like a hurricane has stormed the world. Yeah. So Talmudilla is saying that's the thing. Big up Shaun Cain and the Stargazing. Saying,
rock the world now. Rock the world now, roll. Come make Stargaze teach you how to rock. Shaun, tell them, no weakness, no weakness, no weakness. Yo, Shaun Cain, you don't know energy, up and personal close, get there. That's why I can't stop touch her now. I fall in love with the touch her now. Oh no, Father Knockins boss, watch you now. You're not in tune to Shaun Cain and the Stargazing Show.
Alright, come down now. Hey, Shaun Cain, when no say nice finger licking, yeah? Know about the fries and the dipping. Stargazing, know about the fall picking. But a where boy put in a chicken. Hey? A where boy put in a chicken. Shaun Cain, where boy put in a chicken. Hey? Anywhere we see me, I go trick him and find out where him put in a chicken. Yeah, tall boy, it's high school, you Sabito. I represent for Shaun Cain, Stargazing. Where boy put in a chicken. Come down.
Welcome back. You're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show, and we're speaking with entrepreneur, athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. So, what's the next big event then, Nimroy?
So the next big event for us, it's the World Championship. It will be held next year, February, in Europe. So for me, no. Well, I've heard it's not confirmed as yet, but we'll be going to Europe from around October until the World Championship. So we'll be competing in the Europa Cup and also the World Cup.
And how are preparations coming on for that?
Well, I am training. The driver is training at the moment. Both of us kind of sit out last season to give opportunity to new upcoming bobsledders and stuff like that. So we start back training, and we're trying to get as fit, as fast, as strong as possible to go out there and represent Jamaica at its best.
So tell me, what are some things that go through your mind as you train? Do you have little self-talks where you say, you know what, I know I'm good, I know one day we'll do this, we'll do that, or this is too painful, man, it's too much, I can't deal with this anymore, you know? I mean, what are some things that you say to yourself as you train?
As you said, I always try to motivate myself because I am a very positive person. I will be doing the hard work and saying, "Oh, this is hard," but I'm not going to stop. I am not going to stop. And knowing that I am one of the best pushers, and at the Olympics we didn't get to perform as best, so that's in the back of my head all the time. Like, I want to redeem myself. I want to redeem myself from the performance that we did at the Olympics, because I know I am one of the best pushers around in the world. I know it's just that applying what I've been training and practicing and going harder in training and stuff like that. You know, some days before you miss one day, I say, okay, yeah, I will catch up back. No, I don't have time for that. I'm not missing no days. It's just straight work, straight work, straight work. Because one day you're gonna miss, and then you're gonna try and catch up back. You're gonna miss, and next day you say, okay, all right, I'm gonna catch up back again, and it's gonna become a cycle. So for me now, it's just applying the pressure, and trying to be as strong as possible, fast as possible, to push the bobsled as best as I can.
So do you find yourself, well, are you the kind of person you're out clubbing and all of them kind of thing and raving and partying and all that too, and enough drinks, and is that what you do for when you're not doing bobsled business?
No, so I am the person who I will go to a few parties, but not as back then. Back then I used to go like party very hard, but now it's rare when I go out. Like, I just keep focused. I don't drink. I don't drink none at all. I've never smoked. So I consider myself as a proper athlete, who follow the rules and stuff. You know, a lot of athletes will say, one drink now, there nothing. Like, I just one drink. No. Even if we're on the bobsled circuit and we won a medal and everybody is drinking and celebrating, I am not drinking. They don't say one.
You just get some water.
Yeah. I am the one who say, yo, that's too much, too much, you know? But no, I'm always focused, man.
Fully committed to your sport, fully committed to bobsled. But I gather that you are not a man who can sit still. I mean, I know you train and all of that too, but when you're not training, I get it that you spend a lot of time in the kitchen because you've done some formal studies of the culinary arts. I mean, did I get that right?
Yeah. So at UTech, I was in the faculty of tourism, SHTM. So it was all about the kitchen and cooking and baking and stuff like that. So now I have a small business where I bake banana bread. My clients and stuff. So I bake the best banana bread in the whole world.
Yeah, man, shout it out, man. Shout it out. If you're good, sir. You know, say it, man. Let the world hear it. So is that do you make those to order? Or
Yeah.
you just make them and put them in the showpiece, like a showcase, and hope people will come and buy your bread.
Yeah, man. So it's a registered business. You not see it properly, but it's a registered business. It's called Kong's Banana Bread because you know Kong is a monkey and monkey like banana. Plus, in the sporting world, they call me Super Kong because I am strong and powerful and fast. So, yeah,
Right. So you go. So that's the brand, the Kong's banana bread, and the people
yeah,
them like it.
yeah, man, all the time, man, all
Right.
the
So
time.
how can people get some of those then? Where do you bake those? I mean, because you say you bake to order. So I mean, how about the people who don't know where to get them and they feel that boy, you mentioned about this Kong's banana bread and it's the best, so whoever sample it. I mean, how can they get hold of a slice of that?
So my Instagram is Super Kong 7, not super, Super SUPAKONG 7. So you can just shot me a message on Instagram, and I will definitely deliver your banana bread to you.
Right. So how many you make each time? Or it just depends on the order, number of orders you get.
Depends on the order. Because sometimes company would want 50. I would make 50 banana bread. Sometimes I want 100. I would make 100. So now I'm baking from home, but if I get like big orders, bake it at the University of Technology, UTech.
Stargazing with Shaun Cain brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music and people that have impacted society in a very significant way. We invite you to subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel, like and share our videos, and leave a comment as we bring you fresh content every week. The Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show will inspire, educate, and bring out the best in you. Stargazing with Shaun Cain, up close and personal.
Yeah, to the world, this is Talmagilla, bigging up Shaun Cain, the man who promote music and the culture of Jamaica like a hurricane that storm the world. Yeah. So Talmagilla is saying that's the thing. Big up Shaun Cain and the Stargazing. Saying,
Rock the world now, rock the world now. Roll. Come make Stargaze teach you how to up. Shanti, tell them, no weakness, no weakness, no weakness. Yo, Shaun Cain, you don't know energy, up and personal close. Get there.
That's why I can't stop touch her now. I fall in love with the touch her now. Oh no, Father Knockins boss. Watch her now. You're not in tune to Shaun Cain and the Stargazing Show.
Alright, come down now. Hey, Shaun Cain, when no say nice finger licking, yeah? Know about the fries and the dipping. Stargazing, know about the fall picking. But a where boy put in a chicken. Hey? A where boy put in a chicken. Shaun Cain, where boy put in a chicken. Hey? Anywhere we see me, I go trick him and find out where him put in a chicken. Yeah, tall boy, you know it's I call you Sabito. I represent for Shaun Cain, Stargazing. Where boy put in a chicken. Come down.
Welcome back. You're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show, and we're speaking with entrepreneur, athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. Nimroy, that is such an inspirational story. I wasn't expecting any of this kind of baking business. This is really great.
Yeah, yeah.
Where did the idea come from to make the banana bread? I mean, I know the name of the Kong and the Kong likes bananas and all that, but that you could make banana bread. I mean, why did you think of that as against some rice and peas and chicken or something like that?
It developed at university where one day, Nesta Carter, Nesta Carter, the one of the best starters who always start the 4x1 relays for Jamaica at the Olympics. He and Julian Fort asked, say, can you bake banana bread? At that time, I never baked banana bread before. I was like, yeah, once it can go in the oven, I can bake it. So, and then I went, I went to my teacher, one of my lecturers, asked her for a recipe. She gave me a recipe, and I just baked the banana bread. First, he was trolling me, "Oh, this don't taste good." Da, da, da. Then the next day, I was say, "Yo, I was joking, man. Yo, the banana bread, nice." And then from that, with us, off that recipe that we got, the more we learned and stuff, we just tweak the recipe, and now it become our own recipe.
So when you say our own, is Nesta Carter part of the business?
No, he's not generally a part of the business, but he's the one who inspired the business to start.
It's good. That's good. Have you told him that before? Or he knows?
Yeah, he knows. No, he knows, man. He know.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Very, very, very good. So when Nesta said that the banana bread wasn't good, I mean, what did that do for you? I mean, how did
No,
you feel about that?
I know he was joking because I think we baked like 6 2-pound banana bread that day.
Mhm.
We took me and one of my friends. We took one for ourselves. And gave them the rest. And then we actually taste the banana bread. It's not like baking the banana bread and just give them all. We actually taste it, so we know that it was tasting real good.
How do
And then
people? Yeah, go on. You said and then.
and then other persons like say, yo, can I have a piece? I said, you make this? So it was a bit of excitement before Nesta tried to, yeah, this don't taste good. Yeah, but he eventually came around and said, yo, this is good, man. You guys need to start baking banana bread. So from that, we're on it.
This business is going to do well. Remember that I told you that, because I can see the passion in you, and the way you get quite animated and excited and everything, because you like this, you're passionate about this, and that's coming out. And see, that passion is what's going to push you to try different things, add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Before you know it, you get a unique taste because you're
Yeah,
going to experiment
yeah,
with it. Because the passion is in you.
yeah, that's what I did. Like add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And baking is not like cooking where you just add look at it. Everything have to be like percentage. You have to have how many percentage because you don't want that to throw off. So everything have to be down to the T because baking is science.
And as you mentioned that, I'm getting the word consistency.
Consistency, you have to stay consistent in baking. Consistency is the key.
You're pulling me down some spiritual roads, brother. I don't know what you're doing or what I'm talking about, mixing this and that, and then you said you add this and add that. I mean, come on, what's going on here, bro? I have no ideas, but all I can tell you, this business is going to do well because you will carry this business, because the way you are passionate about it. As I said, you started smiling more, you started feeling more relaxed, and I could see you coming in on your own, man. Bobsled and this business, that's you. You see what I'm saying? Then how did other people hear about this now? Because you say you start getting orders and them things. So how did they hear? Did they get a slice too?
Yeah, because the MVP track team is a big track team. Like you have like 110 athletes. So once Nesta Carter and everybody say, yo, Kang Bread, nice and yeah, best. So we say, you know what? Me and one of my friends, Kina Hewitt, say, you know what? Yo, we need to start doing this and like make it a business, I will say, all right. Next, we're gonna bake on Tuesdays. So we'll start baking on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. And then we'll bring to training in the morning on Wednesday. So first we'll bake like 30. So I say, all right, we don't want to overdo it for the first time. It was done quick, like everybody rushed down for the box and
It's still off. It's still off.
It was right. 50. Done. I say, yo, no man, yo, this what Then one of our teammates, because he worked at Petajam at the time, he took his banana bread to work at Petajam. And somebody asked him for a slice. And from that, we're supplying like the workers at Petajam here banana bread. So sometimes they're more like 60. 60. And we just, 60 banana bread to Petajam. 50 banana bread is going to training and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. And in terms of the costing, you cost up everything all right and everything.
Yeah.
You turn a profit.
Yeah, man. We have to do costing because we do learn costing and stuff in class.
And pricing and everything.
And pricing and stuff. Yeah.
That's good, man. Well, you have that kind of theoretical background as to how pricing works and all that kind of thing to make sure that you put your markup on and you make a good profit and that's all thing. Well done, man. You're doing this right.
Yeah.
Well done, man. I'm proud of you, brother. Proud of you. Right, but before I let you go, though, I always like to ask questions from this book. It's called Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music, fun, and games book. It's a book that I wrote myself and it's currently available on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica at Ashby's Pharmacy, 160 Old Hope Road in Kingston. It's also available at the bookshop at the University of the West Indies, Mona campus. Just jump in and let them know what you're after. If you're also into apps, the Android version of the app is currently available from the Google Play Store. You just type in Reggae Larger Than Life Fun App, download it, and the questions are there for you to enjoy. It takes you into the backstory of reggae in a really fun way. So I've selected a couple of questions for you, sir. So I'm just hoping that your reggae knowledge is strong, How you rate yourself? You can get over crocodiles, I know that you're heroic like that. But in terms of reggae knowledge, I don't know how you stay. You rate yourself?
Well, I'm not gonna rate myself, but let's see.
All right. You're a hero, man. You get it from a lot of things. So let's see. All right. The first question says, born in 9 Miles in the Jamaican parish of St. Anne in 1945. This Buffalo Soldier reggae superstar was given a Lifetime Achievement Grammy Award posthumously in the United States in February 2001. Who was he? The options are Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, Delroy Wilson, and Dennis Brown.
From you say Buffalo Soldier, it must be Bob, the great Bob Marley.
Great Bob Marley. All right, so Robert Nesta Marley. All right, so when you say the man, them say he's quite big across the world, Them know about bobsled, them know about Bob Marley and them kind of things. So yeah, he's the man. Right, so you're good with that one. So let's move on now to the next one I've got here now. This one says, which Clarendon-born entertainer has found himself reggae's most popular cheerleader? The options are Mavado, Laden, Bling Dog, and Omi.
So in that list, it's 2 Clarendon-based artists. But I'm going with Omi.
Omi, right? The man know a bit as well that is 2 Clarendon artists. Wow, bro, the man is on his thing. Boy, I tell you, man, you are the one to beat, brother. You're the one to beat. I'm telling you, the man is on it, man. It's very, very good, sir. Well done. Well, thank you very much, sir. You got your 2 questions right, and they were taken from this book. It's Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book. It's a book written by myself. It's currently available on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica at Ashby's Pharmacy, 160 Old Hope Road in Kingston, also at the University of the West Indies bookshop at the Mona campus. If you're more into apps, the Android version of the app is available from the Google Play Store. Just type in the search box, Reggae Larger Than Life, fun app. You download it and it's all yours to enjoy. You can even, sit on the corners with the man. And when you go back to MVP, you just download the app, go back to MVP and say, come on, Nesta, you say you're big and bad, you know about banana bread and you know about this and you can run and you win medals and all of that. Let's see if you can win something out of this now. And, challenge him. So see what he can do and all the other athletes, That's all good.
Yeah.
Well,
Nesta is retired now, so, but I can't do it.
Well, he might be retired from track and field, but you never know. His reggae knowledge might be up and running. You never know. Might still be sprinting away. That's good. But I'll tell you what, Nimroy, it was really, really good, man, chatting with you, man, and learning so much about you. What an inspirational story. What an inspiration you've been. Your granny must be proud of you.
And there is so much that you missed.
All right, you know what? Part 2 is never a problem, As soon as, we let this run for a little while because you're going back to the World Championships. We don't know what you might do over there. And then when you come back now, we explore the business a little bit more and see how things are working out for you. And then, there'll be more to talk about because you seem like a man with like an onion. You've got many layers to you. And as you peel one away, there's another one. You peel that, there's another one. So guess what? We'll be back. We'll be back to talk again, to explore the story some more. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, man. That's all we have time for in this edition of the Stargazing with Shaun Cain Show. Our special guest was entrepreneur, track and field athlete, and member of Jamaica's bobsled team, Nimroy Turgott. Please remember to subscribe to our Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel. Like and share the videos and leave a comment. Until next time, this is Shaun Cain saying, thanks for joining us. See you soon.
them there. Say the banana bread them there. Get anyone you want, anyone you like. We say the banana them there. Say the banana bread them there. Get anyone you want, anyone you like.